AITAH for confronting my uncle on a $700 debt while he brags to his family about a surprise vacation to Maldives for his daughter as a Christmas present. Last September, my uncle Daniel, 43, came up to me, 22, looking all stressed, and asked if I could have a sit-down with him as he needs a favor. He began to speak on how he was really on a rough financial spot, and he really had nowhere to turn to as he didn't have anyone to ask for a loan from, and I was the only one left available. Mind you, I'm not rich or anything of the sort. I just happened to have the amount he needed at the time. According to him, it was a serious situation that he couldn't approach or tell other guys in the family, and the issue needed to be addressed soon. Without better judgment, I lent him the cash after much insisting from him. We agreed on payment before December, and I didn't even ask for any interest on it. With lots of hugs and words, he took it and gave me his word on the paying it. Fast forward, and we are now at Christmas dinner at my grandma's house, and all that time I didn't give him any reminders or a checkup. I assumed he was late or something, and he would let me know why at Christmas dinner because the larger family meets every year for that. He also didn't call or say anything to update on his situation, and I just had to trust all was well. Now, on a related side note for later, my cousin AITAH, 20, Daniel's daughter, recently underwent surgery a while back as she really had it tough for the whole of last year while she recovered from a traumatic back injury from an accident. Everyone was enjoying their meal, and suddenly my uncle stood up at the dinner table and called for attention for a speech. He began to speak on how his business took a really huge boost, and long story short, how he has just cashed in a large profit from some deals. He looked at AITAH across the table and took out some brochure with some resort-looking location and said it was a gift to her for her tough recovery from the incident. All I could see was AITAH visibly crazy excited. Someone asked what it was exactly, and Daniel said he was planning on taking AITAH and the rest of his family to the Maldives as a celebration on AITAH's accident recovery. Everyone was now happily cheering AITAH on her gift, as it seemed it was something she always wanted to experience. "You can afford all that but not repay my debt, which you haven't said anything on." The words just slipped out of my subconscious mind as I looked at him straight in the eye. His words were, "Why are you talking about that now of all places?" Now I was pissed. I reminded him in front of everyone on the exact amount, and I told him the fact on how he wasn't even communicating on repaying it. The entire family was in shock with dead silence as my mom hurriedly changed the subject to avoid an escalation of the situation. Later on, in the evening, my aunt, grandma, and some cousins began to lecture me on how I ruined AITAH's moment after her struggles and embarrassed my uncle in the process. They leave in a week, and he still hasn't paid or mentioned anything on the debt. AITAH for ruining the moment and asking for repayment.